Yeah, Kendall, you talked about the crippling ice, but on top of that, we're dealing with a bitter blast of Arctic air that continues to sweep across the U.S., impacting millions with dangerous wind chills and even some bone chilling cold temperatures. Take a look at Chicago, for example. The air temperature right now, 13 degrees. We do have out of Chicago Midway now getting in on some light snow there. So snow is starting to work its way throughout the area. Wind chill alerts are littered across parts of the northern plains as well as parts of even the southwest. We even see some of those wind chill advisories in the purple expanding as far south as Dodge City. We have wind chill warnings for Fargo out towards Pocatello. So again, that cold air is certainly in place, and temperatures are going to be cold, but it's the feel like temperatures that are going to be even colder when you factor in the wind. We take a look here at today's highs, and as we head into tomorrow's lows, through the overnight, you're waking up to temperatures in Bismarck 10 below, Sioux Falls 13 below, a lone 7 degrees out of Denver for tomorrow morning. The same goes for Wednesday morning. May get a tad bit warmer. Denver getting temperatures at around 14 for your wake up early morning low. Wichita 16 degrees, Sioux Falls -4 there, Bismarck -3 as well. And then when you factor in the wind, this is going to play a pivotal role in how cold it actually feels. It feels like -11 degrees out towards Sioux Falls. Feels like -6 in Casper. Even if we head over towards Chicago, we just took that outdoor look. Tonight your low is around 1. It'll feel like -1 as we head into -8 as we head into Tuesday morning. So feels much colder than the actual temperature. As we continue to watch for that warm up, it really does happen towards the middle of the week. We start to see those temperatures rebound heading into Wednesday for many of these areas. Denver finally getting to a high of 40 degrees on Wednesday. A little farther south, we even have those cold temperatures in place for Tuesday morning as well as Wednesday morning. Dallas, you'll be waking up to 28 degrees on Wednesday morning. Lubbock, 20 degrees there. Midland, 23. And as we head into the middle of the week, that's where we start to see those temperatures rebound. But for the end of January, Kendall, we are certainly dealing with some cold temperatures.
Yeah. I'm Amy Freeze. Welcome to Fox Weather's YouTube page. We have more great videos on the way, so make sure to subscribe to stay updated on all things weather.